Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Gore. Coming out aggressively. Snags it, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down, it's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Throws to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many
afterburners coming. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! To try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Back to pass, it's Gore. trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason.
Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be
running toward the tape. The 40. The 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got his man in the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Gore. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. It's reverse. Still running at the 40. Racing to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. And he's running in the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Alexander. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Gore. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
I know when offenses go spread and bring in all those wide receivers, it spreads me out as a defense, but I'm coming after you. I'm going to try to get hits on you. I'm going to try to make you get that thing out quick.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, the ground game. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll run the sneak for it.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we are all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defense dropping into soft coverage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking downfield, it's Gore. It's complete to the right. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass on second down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Gore. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play-action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him wide open. Nothing but green ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking to throw, it's Gore. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Complete downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Irish! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Notre Dame, 42.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 15, set to kick it off.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Only a dozen Domers have cracked the 2,000-yard mark in receiving in a career. This guy might be the one to get to number 13. Deep shot for the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Skips away from pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like any...
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Back to throw, it's Gore. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and cap.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. On first down, here comes this offense.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Ready,
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Buys a little extra time, gets rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They run the reverse. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Brings it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium. one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Wyoming. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's a reverse. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Off he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 16 with the carry.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Notre Dame 70, Penn State 35.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Oh, look out! At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Gore. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The give to the tailback. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. New set of downs after that completion. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to.
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final